Prime Time Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
All right, happy Friday, everybody. Also, happy International Women's Day as well. As on this edition of Primetime Local News, Connor Chan and Elise Darwish. As always, lots going on the go today, including our question of the day. If you could travel anywhere and live there, where would it be and why?
Ooh, well, that's a great question now that the snowfall, because you think anywhere but here. But I don't know. Anywhere that I've visited in Europe would be very nice.
Really?
Yeah, I'd like to move to
I
Europe.
could picture that for yourself, like after you were in Greece for a couple of months.
Greece
like,
or anywhere warm in Europe, Italy, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm more of a New York City person.
Are you?
Yeah.
Lots of people? You like the busy?
Yeah, but just artsy too. So
That
that's
too.
just for me.
Lots of stuff to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll read some of the comments later on in the show, but right now let's sit over to Brett Holden on location.
Well, we are here at Staples today for International Women's Day. They are hosting an International Women's Day networking event, and a whole bunch of very strong women are here representing their companies and talking just to the importance of an event like this, or not only the event, but for International Women's Day as well. We will be talking to Tina as well from here at Staples just about how this comes together and a little bit more on International Women's Day. So that'll be coming up tonight. We'll have a little bit more coming up from here at Staples, but for now, let's head back into the studio where Elise has a look at your local news.
Thank you, Brett. Well, last night, tow truck drivers and first responders teamed up to bring awareness to slowing down and moving over when they're working on the side of the road. Jasmine King has more on this event.
This is the first time a campaign for more people to slow down and move over has happened here in Lloydminster. The vehicles were parked on Highway 16 West as they were trying to spread their message.
We're here to raise awareness about the slow down and pull over laws that have been in effect for a few years now in Saskatchewan and Alberta.
First responders also want to show the public who are the people that are on the side of the road.
I feel if we're out here and people see that we're out here, we got some banners up, and just people maybe see us out here and understand that it's our lives out here at risk, and to slow down when they're passing us when we're out here.
Bonet says each 6 days a tow truck driver is killed on the job in North America, and he says numbers like that is why they want to spread awareness.
We've got fire trucks, we've got ambulance, we've got rescue squad, we've got tow trucks from every company in Lloydminster. Today isn't a day about competing against each other, it's a day about cooperating with each other to try and show the public that we need them to recognize our flashing lights and slow down and pull over and give us room to work.
As this is the first time this event has happened, they're hoping to continue it more often. Jasmine King, Primetime Local News.
And Lakeland College has received a large donation to help expand its student-managed farm. Roy Kubica, an alumni who graduated from Lakeland in 1966, is donating $500,000 to his old school. The money will help the Agriculture Sciences program, and it's greatly appreciated by the school.
When you think about an individual who would, a lifetime earnings for some people, and he would donate that to an educational institution. I just know all of us just kind of, especially when we know what we can do with that money, it's just a dream come true for us.
The money will be used to purchase land to expand the student-managed farm, which will help improve the students' hands-on learning.
It's about that hands-on experience, that experiential learning, the work-integrated opportunity. All of that is key to really helping our students take the lead when they get out in the real world of employment, and they have some of those soft skills by working already in a teamwork.
This is not the first time Kubica has given back to the establishment, as he established the Roy J. Kubica Agriculture Scholarship in 2015. And Southridge Community Church is holding their annual Feast and Fair this month. For the past 3 years, the church has put on the fundraiser for members of the community, which includes a dinner and silent auction for adults and a fun area for kids.
Usually just a fundraiser to get the community kind of together to just be with each other and just have some fun while raising money for whatever mission or focus that we're trying to hit that year.
This year, instead of raising money for a local cause, the money will be going to help build a house in Mexico.
we've partnered with a couple that used to be longtime residents of Lloydminster that run a girls' home and rescues girls out of just abuse, human trafficking, things like that in Mexico. And so this year we're building a house as a fellowship for one of their graduates.
The event will be taking place on March 22nd, and tickets are available through the church. And there's lots going on in the border city, and here's Heather Klages with the details on what's happening.
Whether you're on the hunt to find that perfect toy to fill in your collection, or you're looking for coins, antiques, memorabilia, even dolls, they've got that and so much more this weekend here at the Lloyd X for the annual Border City Collectors Show and Sale. This is a great show to bring the entire family to, because you'll be able to share some stories once you see some of the items that are here and make some connections with some great people. Plus, it helps out a great cause, proceeds going to the Bar Colony Museum Foundation. You can head out to the show coming up on Saturday starting at 9, then on Sunday the doors open at 10. Coming up on Saturday afternoon, it is the Todd Gustafson Memorial Battle of the Badges. Members of the Lloydminster RCMP will be taking on members of the Lloydminster Fire Department in this huge hockey game that is always a lot of fun and always helps raise a lot of funds as well. Proceeds from the game are going to go to the Salvation Army and also to Mother Teresa and the outdoor classroom that they're working on. So it's going to be a really fun hockey game, and you help out some great causes. So head for the Civic Center Saturday afternoon. Puck drop will be 2:30. This week, we want you to win a copy of Sugarland's latest album, Bigger. There's a special guest on this album. Taylor Swift is on their hit, Babe, and it also includes the song Still the Same. If you want to win a copy, it's really easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontest@newcap.ca. We want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. They've got some great Bobcats fashions on display here, and you've got a chance to see some great fashion. Coming up on Saturday night, there's a fundraiser for the Snowflake House Respite Foundation. There's a bit of comedy, then a great fashion show, a great night out. To get your tickets, just stop by Dawn Interiors. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Klages, and that's what's happening.
And now we're going to go to Brett Holden on location.
Well, we are here inside Staples, and we're joined now by Tina, the general manager here at Staples. And today's International Women's Day, and we see all this purple and all these wonderful women here. Let's talk about just the event you guys are holding here tonight.
So our event is from our head office. They tell us to organize an event, and it's kind of basically up to each GM what they do. I'm a huge feminist, so my event's going to be big. We've invited women from all over Lloydminster to come and share what they do to spur the economy of Lloydminster on.
Now, let's talk to just kind of the importance of International Women's Day. You were mentioning to me just more on the history of it, and it's been around since 1914, and a lot of people really just don't really know that.
It has been around since 1914. It started, it issued the first female pilot's license for the Air Force in 1910. In 1914, they adopted March 8 as Women's International Day. And honestly, you know, a lot of people have not even realized it was in effect until probably the last 10 to 15 years. But I've been celebrating it a very long time. I stand with my sisters, and every time we fight for ourselves, we're fighting for all of us.
Thank you for joining us, Tina.
Thank you so much for having us.
We'll have a little bit more coming up from here at Staples for International Women's Day, but for now, let's head back into the studio.
All right, thanks very much. We're taking a look at your weather forecast right now. -9 outside. There are some flurries going on outside, just blowing right now as we had some snowfall throughout most of the day. That wind chill, though, does feel more like -15. 11 degrees back is a record high in 1988 and -37 degrees back in 2003. As you'll see in our satellite radar map, lots of cloud coverage in that Lakeland and Edmonton area, as Edmonton is still in a snowfall warning, as they had 15 to 35 centimeters of snow. So if you are traveling to Edmonton tonight or throughout later on, there are some precautions you should take, including a partial covered roads as get closer to Edmonton in the Vegreville area, and then when you get closer to Edmonton, it's all covered in snow there, and there is that snowfall warning, as I mentioned earlier, still in effect for that Vegreville and Edmonton area, but not for us here in the Lloydminster area, as they are still, Edmonton's still going to get possibly 2 to 4 more centimeters before the night is over. Taking a look at your current temperatures right now, -6 out in Edmonton despite all that snow, -1 in Edson, -4 in Whitecourt, as well as in Athabasca, 0 out in Jasper, -5 in Rocky Mountain House, -7 out in Red Deer, -10 in Saskatoon, -11 in Milford, -9 out in Prince Albert. As we head a little more in depth to our regional temperatures, -16 overnight in North Battleford. It's going to feel more closer to -24 with that wind chill. Tomorrow, -8 with the daytime high there. Tomorrow in Cold Lake, -17 overnight. Feels more closer to -23 with that wind chill. -5 the daytime high tomorrow, making it feel more like -9. For us in Lloydminster, -15, closer to -24 with that wind chill. And then -8 the daytime high tomorrow as they are getting ready for the Polar Plunge down at the Civic Center in preparation for Battle of the Badges. And then as we look at our next 3 days, -7 on Sunday, the low there, -16, and -1 on Monday with the high, and then -12 the daytime low there. Still some decent winds there, but it's getting very much warmer with sun and cloud mix. But we'll have more primetime local news and weather coming up later on in the show.
Welcome back. Well, Saskatchewan is sending a trade delegation to Southeast Asia to promote the province's agri-food industry. The delegation is to visit Singapore and the Philippines, and the goal is to have food processing and agriculture companies in both countries purchase more agriculture products from Saskatchewan suppliers, including fertilizer. The government also wants to highlight the province's strong ties through immigration with the Philippines and encourage companies based in Singapore and the Philippines to invest in Saskatchewan. The province exported $7.9 billion worth of goods and services to Asia in 2017, including $1.2 billion to Singapore and the Philippines. And that's your egg news. Sports is up next, but first we'll take a look at your egg prices.
Every member of the City Centre Auto Body team has been through extensive training. We're constantly upgrading our team's education to reflect current collision repair technique.
Taking a look at your local sports now. A week has passed since the buzz of the ACAC Men's Basketball Conference Championship, and the Lakeland Rustlers have to settle into the second semester without a trip to compete at the national level. However, Josh Ryan explains the team's performance proved that their silver medal is a sign of growth rather than an anomaly.
An up-and-down season was reflected somewhat in the Rustlers' playoff performance. Slow down and struggle, or speed up and frustrate the opposition.
We play against bigger teams where if we play a slow down game, they're able to set their defense against our set, become stagnant, dribble the ball around. They were shooting against a set defense with a hand up. When we're pushing, putting guys on their heels, able to get easy buckets, that leads to a more explosive game for us.
We can speed them up and make them play our game, and they play right into our hands. So that's what we try to do.
The most consistent component of the weekend was Holiday, who proved he's capable of playing at an MVP level.
When he puts it together, he's hard to stop. He has an inside-outside package. He's aggressive. There's so many things he does. He's our leader. So when he's doing that, he's one of the best players not only in ACAC, probably in the CCAA.
Exactly how the roster will fare next year is far from certain.
We'll see who wants to come back. We'll see who wants to come on board, and you never know. You might have some guys from the past that show up as well.
However, what is certain is Holiday and the team's core will continue to engineer the program's pursuit of a championship.
Sure, I love my coach. No other school I'd rather be with. Lakeland forever.
Josh Ryan, Primetime Local Sports.
And Holy Rosary's basketball squads are in action this weekend up in Fort Mac, both competing for a single berth to provincials. The men come into the tournament with plenty of momentum, ranked first in the zone and 9th in the province.
The last couple of tournaments, we've really, fixed some things that have been weaknesses and really hit in our stride, I think.
What should present the squad its biggest challenge is having only faced one of the teams in the bracket.
We don't know what we're going to go against exactly, what defenses teams are going to throw at us, anything like that. That's my job to respond to that, but it's their job just to keep that effort and attitude.
The boys' quarterfinal gets underway at 9 tomorrow morning, and the women play their semifinal game tonight at 8:15. And now we're going to go to Brett Holden, who is on location today.
Well, we are back here at Staples, where today they're hosting an International Women's Day networking event, and we're joined now by Candy from the World Financial Group. And Candy, let's talk about how International Women's Day affects World Financial Group.
More and more in World Financial Group, women are becoming successful and really taking charge and helping people, and it's really wonderful as a woman to be able to build a business and be successful in financial services.
And what does it mean for you being able to come down to Staples and represent World Financial Group on such a wonderful day?
Any opportunity that I can represent World Financial Group is really key to my business, and it's wonderful to, our motto is no family left behind. We like to educate families on how to make and save money, so it's a good networking opportunity to show people what we do and how we can help families.
Now, let's talk more personal for you. What does International Women's Day mean to you, and how this kind of affects you as well?
It's really wonderful as a woman to be able to be successful and to make a difference in our communities in whatever way we can. And so how I help is through financial services. Other women even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you still make a huge difference in the community. So it's wonderful to get out there and celebrate women.
And we're just running a little bit out of time here, but really quickly, let's talk about, you see all this support around here for International Women's Day as well. Let's talk about what that means to you.
It's really wonderful to work with women and to support each other and to network with one another.
Beautiful. We'll have a little bit more from here at Staples, but for now, let's head back into the studio.
All right, thanks very much, Brett. Taking a look at your current temperatures once again. -9 currently right now for us here in Lloydminster, as well as out in Marwayne, Provost, and Macklin as well. -7 in Vermilion, Vegreville, and St. Paul. -6 out in Bonnyville. -5 Cold Lake. -3 Lac La Biche. -6 in Edmonton, despite all that snowfall that they've been getting over the course of the day. -10 out in Maidstone. -11 in North Battleford, as well as -11 in St. Walbert. -10 in Meadow Lake. -8 Green Lake, and -9 out in Isle La Crosse. Take a look at some other temperatures. -7s in La Loche, Buffalo Narrows, and La Ronge. -8 in Flin Flon, -5 down in South End, -6 out in Wollaston Lake, -9 in Stony Rapids and Uranium City. Switching over to Alberta, -2 in Grand Prairie, -8 in Peace River, -5 in Slave Lake, -2 in Fort McMurray, and -4 in High Level and Fort Chipeway. Down south, -6 in Lethbridge, -5 Medicine Hat, Calgary, -3 in Banff, -10 out in Coronation, -5 also in Swift Current, -9 in Kindersley, -4 out in Moose Jaw, -6 in Regina, and -3 out in Estevan. As we take a look at temperatures for tomorrow, -8 for the weekend here in Lloydminster, as well as out in Maidstone, -6 in Vermilion, -7 in Marwayne, -5 out in Bonnyville, Cold Lake, in Pierceland, -7 out in Vegreville, -6 Edmonton, -7 also in Wainwright and Provost, -6 in Lac La Biche as well. Take a look at the snow accumulation. Of course, Edmonton did get the majority of it. They're still under the extreme snowfall warning. As we head into Monday, all that snow is more onto the west coast, as they're getting major centimeters there, closer to maybe 30. Edmonton did get 15 to 35 centimeters of snow, and they are going to get maybe about 2 to 4 for the evening. So if you are traveling tonight on Highway 16 near Vegreville, it is partially covered, and then heading into closer to Edmonton, it is covered. So do drive with caution if you do have to go out on the highway. Take a look at your next 7 days. -8 tomorrow, as I mentioned, -7 on Sunday with some sun and cloud mix. The daytime low there of -16, -1 on Monday with a sun and cloud mix. The low there of -12, 0 on Tuesday, 0 Wednesday, -2 on Thursday, and +1 on Fridays. We're getting warmer by the day. We're getting there slowly, but we're getting there eventually. But we'll have more primetime local news after this.
And now we're going to go to Brett Holden on location today.
Stephanie Grove joins us now here at Staples, as Staples is celebrating International Women's Day with an International Women's Day networking event. And what does that mean for you, being able to come down and just be a part of this event?
Oh, I think it's wonderful for women to be here supporting each other, business women coming together, and especially local and in communities. I think it's important for us to support one another, and for it to be Women's Day, I mean, what else can you say? We're wonderful women and we're here to celebrate it. So
now let's talk a little bit more about your company. What are some things? Obviously, we see a lot of jewelry here.
Yes. My company is Mind Over Mala, and I'm local here to Lloyd. I do ship across Canada, and I work with gemstone jewelry, and I make malas and bracelets. So, yeah.
So what does it mean for you to, like, the importance of International Women's Day for you?
The importance for International Women's Day, there's so many facets for that. I mean, whether it's you're a mom, stay-at-home mom, or you're a corporate businesswoman, I mean, we're all equal and we're all fighting for the same thing. So I think for us to come together and support each other, that's huge.
Now, in the last few years, International Women's Day has definitely kind of expanded quite a bit, and it's definitely been more of a kind of more recognized thing worldwide. What does that mean for you, just being able to see kind of the growth of something like this?
It's huge to me. I'm a woman, and I'm working hard to, you know, fight for the rights for us, of course, and support us, and I think it's wonderful for all of us to come together. I mean, it's internationally, I mean, that's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Stephanie.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll have a little bit more from coming here at Staples, but for now, let's head back into the studio.
All right, so our question of the day is very fitting, of course, with all the snow, and we asked if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you choose to live? A lot of interesting comments, actually. I just want to read a few.
For sure.
Scotland was one.
Cool. Yeah,
Maui.
Scotland's beautiful.
Maui.
Maui's
Oh,
cool.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Sweden.
California would be nice off the coast. You get the ocean.
Someone
and the
actually
sun.
said, someone said Newfoundland.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
been a few BC ones, Kelowna, Vancouver.
Yeah, the
Some
coast.
people have actually said right here. Some
Oh.
people are happy where they are, which is all good.
Yeah, if you've lived in Lloydminster your whole life, all your friends and family are here and you're comfortable, I can see it for sure.
Another one was Ireland.
Yeah.
London, England.
Yeah, London is very cool. Very expensive though. You have to have a lot of money to live in
Yeah, we're
London.
gonna have to do that. For me,
Yeah.
as I mentioned earlier, it's New York.
Which
I
is
think.
funny because that one is either like really hit and miss with people because it's so many people and
Yeah,
so busy and you're
there's the subway
really, yeah,
and all that. And
yeah.
just, there's more than Edmonton because, of course, you and I are from there. We're
Yeah.
used to that big city life, but probably it's nowhere ranked to where.
Yeah.
But you were mentioning Europe is somewhere.
Yeah,
that,
Europe's very cool. I don't know. There's also somewhere, Nashville was a really cool city that I visited once that you could definitely live if you're into like the music scene and stuff. It's a really cool city.
No,
but
I want to go there.
yeah, Nashville's cool. But yeah, I don't know. I've born and raised in Edmonton, and Edmonton's like my family and home. So I don't know. Canada's always, can't go wrong with Canada.
All right, well, it's time to take a look at our pets, because or not our pets, but pets
I
that
wish
you
our pets were on this, yeah.
I know, but I don't have any, unfortunately, to share. But
Everyone
of course, we're going
else's
to announce
pets.
our winner later on the show. But Duke and Daisy are the first ones up.
Very
here, submitted there by
cute.
Jess. Nice little duo
Ready
there.
for the summer.
Oh, yeah, they
Yeah.
look ready.
Yep.
Next is Tato, submitted there by
Aw.
Jody. Loving the new...
Tato.
Loving the new carrier.
Yep.
Up next, we have Scout. And this is a fun one
Sleepy.
because he's actually right watching Pet Pad.
Oh,
He's got
look,
the Pet Pad, yeah.
That's awesome. What a great picture.
That is actually really awesome. There, submitted there by Richard. This is Lexi.
Aw.
Lexi reminds me of you because this is what you look like with the
Yeah,
blanket
that's what I'm
in
going
the
to look like
office,
all
yeah.
weekend, just under blanket.
Submitted
Comfy
there
and
by
comfy.
Bonnie. And
Yep.
last but not least, this is Loretta, submitted
Aw.
by Madison. Look at those pajamas.
She's so cute.
Very, very cute. If your pet was shown, you're automatically entered to win a Lloydminster Pet Pad gift card, which we're giving away in the second hour of Primetime Local News.
We want to see your pets. Send photos of your pet and their name to our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram to have them featured on Pet of the Day. Your name will be entered into a weekly draw for a gift certificate from the Pet Pad.
Don Whiting is here today, and Don is with the Border City Collectors Show. Don, how many years have you been involved in this project?
Oh, tough question right off, right off the start. Let's see, we must be 28 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Started small up at the X,
Yep.
and moved to bigger, and now we're in the, the big rooms.
And what's so unique about the show if somebody hasn't been there before?
I think the uniqueness of the show is you don't know what's going to be there till you walk in the door and you start cruising around, and so much depends on age. If you're a young lad and you like toys and you always go to the toy section in the stores, I can guess where you're going to head. But if you're the older people that can reminisce and remember some of the stuff they used or grandma used, well, she had one of those back on the farm. And so there's just, you never know. Then there's the actual true collectors. And that's kind of where our show started years ago, was the Farm Toy Collector Show. And so they're looking for specific stuff.
Right.
They, they know what they want. They might have a couple of blanks in their collection, or somebody else might be selling off their collection because they've, matured above,
right.
or maybe they accumulated everything they thought they could, and then, it's
passing
time to
it
move on.
Yep.
Mama Bear says that has to go.
Right. Do you have exhibitors, Don, that come from a lot outside the Border City?
Oh yeah, yes. I haven't heard this year if we got a Manitoba exhibitor and a BC one, but in the past we have had, and they do cover the whole two provinces now.
Right. So what are the hours for this year's event, days and hours?
Saturday, this coming Saturday, 9 to 5, and Sunday 10 to 4.
And it's something really that I think that if you have little kids, it's a good family event, or if you're coming just as, an older couple, they're really, I've been there before, and there's so many things. There's really is something for everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah, you just, like I say, you don't know what's there till you come in. There's still some true antique people exhibiting. There's always something new. I don't know if I could even list it right now, but there's jewelry displays, there's coin displays, there's doll displays, there's antique displays, there's farm toy displays, there's art displays, and who knows what else is going to come in the door there.
Right.
But no, we try and keep it to a collectible type of market, not a garage sale type of thing, but actual collectible type of things.
Yeah. And are you finding that you're getting the same exhibitors back year after year?
We've had a pretty good following, yes, but it's always refreshing when we open the entry forms and say, oh, we haven't had that one before, and it looks interesting. So yes, same thing this year. We've got some exhibitors that are going to be first. We've also had a couple that have dropped off, maybe because of age,
right?
But or changing occupations or health issues, but it's always fresh.
And how much work goes into organizing this, Don?
Oh, how can I make this look good here? It's really hard work.
Yeah.
No, we've got a plan, and we just follow it from year to year. We've got a huge mailing list, and that goes out late in the year, November, December, and then we just wait for the entries to come in. We make all the arrangements. No, it's a fairly small group, actually, but an interested group.
Right. And how many people do you usually see come through the doors? Can you track that or make a guess?
We haven't actually, but we've guessed in past years. I would say the average would be about 2,000 people during the 2 days.
Right.
Work their way through all ages. And there's door prizes. There's good door prizes to be won. So fill out the form when you come in.
And get a chance to win something super cool.
What would you win? I forget what the prizes are this year, but we've had some really good sponsors that give prizes. So yes, Agland always gives a gator, which is just super for young kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Don. And once again, if you can just remind people the hours and the days and the location.
Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4, up at the Lloyd X. We now fill the Stockade building full. We fill the Prairie Room full, the Willow Room full, and the Concourse full.
So there's definitely lots to see. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us, Don. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Great.
Good.
We're talking today with Brian again from Marmot Basin. Brian, we talked before and things were still better in Jasper than here. Looks like today at Marmot, again, same scenario.
Yeah, great conditions right now. We've finally clawed our way out of that cold February deep freeze. So things have warmed up here very nicely. And, we're getting up to highs of -4 during the day right now. So conditions are exactly the way they should be right now.
Tell me about spring skiing in Jasper. We got spring a couple weeks away here. You're saying that this is probably the best time of the year to be skiing?
Yeah, certainly March and April are my personal favorite times of the month. The days are longer. March typically can be a very, very big snow month. And the temperature, of course, is warmer. I like the snow conditions this time of year. And we are open right through until May 2nd. So we've got lots of skiing and snowboarding left in the season. That is for sure.
And you were mentioning, too, that in a few weeks here, the SkyTram will open, which will be an added bonus to anybody who's going to be coming to Marmot Basin.
Yeah, absolutely. Jasper SkyTram opens on March 22nd. So people who are up here for a ski holiday can also take advantage of the SkyTram, which I should mention is North America's longest aerial tramway. So if you haven't been up the SkyTram before, it's a real treat. Of course, if you've got people in the family who maybe aren't skiers, some can go skiing, some can head up the SkyTram. So March 22nd, that gets operational.
Now tell me about some of the deals if someone's going to come up to do some spring skiing, the rates and such, and what you guys offer at Marmot for people who are coming up and wanting to take advantage of the skiing.
Yeah, well, there's a few different ways to go. Ski packages are always a great deal. The hotels are offering some tremendous packages that combine rooms with lift tickets. So if you're planning on staying for a few nights and skiing a few days, it's definitely something to look into. Just contact the hotels and find out what they have on offer. And of course, their best deals are available midweek. So if you're coming during the spring break, for example. The other one, which I think is the best deal, especially for individuals, is the Marmot Escape Card. It's only $79 to buy the card, and then you get half-price lift tickets every day that you ski. And there's no blackouts on that, whether it's during the holiday period for the kids, the spring break, or Easter. So that's half-price lift tickets. And there's also great deals on hotel rooms associated with that card. And then for people who might have a season's pass at any of the, say, Saskatchewan ski areas, or any area for that matter, starting about mid-April, you get 40% off on your lift ticket. So the Escape Card half price, ski package is the best for the family, or if you have a season pass from another area, you'll get 40% off your lift tickets in mid to late April.
Now, what would you say, Brian, to someone who might be new to skiing and is going to be ambitious and try the mountain as the very first place that they want to try skiing? I assume you guys have some people who can be instructing them on the best thing to do as far as rentals go, and also just to learn to ski and snowboard?
Yeah, we have a great package here. It's called the Discover Ski Package or the Discover Snowboard Package, and it includes a 2-hour lesson, or you can go for the full day and get a 4-hour lesson. But both packages include your lift ticket for the entire day and your rental equipment. Now, the lift ticket is good for the lower slopes, the beginner slopes, but if you are, finding that you're getting along fairly well, then you can just upgrade that lift ticket for a minimal cost, and it's good for the whole area. And a lot of people have this misconception that if you come to the mountains, it's going to be hard to ski. The runs are steep and they're longer. That's not true. We've got some really long, gentle, about 5% grade runs here. So first time skiers, you can start right at the end of the year, and it really doesn't matter what age you are. So that is the package you want, the Discover Ski or Discover Snowboard package, and you just inquire with our ski school and they can get you set up with everything.
Okay, and Brian, if anybody wants any information in regards to either conditions or temperature or to sign up for some of these packages, what's the best central place for them to go?
Yeah, the best place to go is to check our website. It's skimarmot.com, but you can also give us a call toll free. I know that I like to talk to people once in a while rather than just browsing online. So the toll free number is 1-866-952-3816. So you can look that up on the website and you'll find our phone number there as well. Just give us a call if you'd like to talk to us.
Okay, great. Well, we appreciate you speaking with us again today, Brian. And I'm sure that some of our staff here will be heading up to Jasper at some point too and check things out. It's such a beautiful area, and we thank you for talking to us today.
Great. Would love to see you. A final point I should say for the families, make sure you bring good eyewear, and sunscreen,
Right.
especially for your kids when you're coming out in the spring. Make sure you take care of those kids' faces and eyes.
Okay, perfect. Thanks again, Brian. We really appreciate it. And like I said, we'll be, I'm sure, chatting with you soon.
Very welcome. Thank you.
Well, March 8th is International Women's Day, and we are here at Staples where they put on an International Women's Day networking event. We spoke to some of the women who are here at the event, talking more on just the impact that this day has for them and their companies as well. And we also spoke to Tina, from General Manager here at Staples, more on the history of International Women's Day. This has been something that has been celebrated since 1914, and in the last few years has really been celebrated more and more around the world. I too want to thank all the women in my life, and I wore this green in honor of my mother, whose green is her favorite color. Tomorrow I will be at the Polar Bear Splash. It's not too late to donate. You can donate on Border City Connects, and you can find it under the Polar Bear Splash tab, and you can donate to me. I will be at 12:20, and that will be when I am jumping, so you can see me there tomorrow. But for now, let's head back into the studio where Elise and Connor will wrap up tonight's show.
All right, thanks very much, Brett. Well, it's that
polar
time.
bear splash would be cool.
Oh yeah, we'll be out there tomorrow, so that'll be
Yeah,
fun to
that'll
watch.
be good,
Watch
yeah.
and do that. But it's time to announce the winner because we are waiting.
Yes.
We waited all week for this,
I
and
know.
so here we go. We'll
Drum
find out.
roll. This is the best part of the entire week, for me at least.
It's Steve.
Steve! Aw, Steve's
Cat in the
cute.
sink. Yeah,
Cat in the
very,
sink.
very adorable. So congratulations, Christina. We will be in contact with you. So you're the lucky winner of a $50 Lloydminster Pet Pad gift card. Thank you to everybody who submitted. If you want a chance to win a Lloydminster Pet Pad gift card, make sure we'll post a new photo on Monday for your chance to win and submit those pet pictures with your pet's name, and you have a chance to win and be that lucky one.
Maybe Steve will buy a little sweater for the rest of the winter
Yeah,
weekend.
exactly. Hope so. Well, that's going to do it for us this week, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good one.
Have a good one.